Guimarães is a city and municipality located in northern Portugal, in the district of Braga. It is also a part of the Ave Subregion, as well as the historical Minho Province. The city has a population of 52,181 inhabitants. The population of the municipality in 2011 was 158,124, in an area of 240.95 square kilometers. The current mayor is Domingos Braga of the Socialist Party. The municipality is bordered to the north by the municipality of Póvoa de Lanhoso, to the east by Faith, to the south by Felgueiras, Vizela and Santo Tirso, to the west by Vila Nova de Famalicão and the northwest by Braga. The city was settled in the 9th century, at which time it was called Guimarães. This denomination might have had its origin in the warrior Vimara Pérez, who chose this area as the main government seat for the county of Portugal, which he conquered for the Kingdom of Galicia. Guimarães has a significant historical importance due to the role it played in the foundation of Portugal. The city is often referred to as the birthplace of the Portuguese nationality, or the Cradle City, because it is widely believed that Portugal's first king, Afonso Henriques, was born there, and also due to the fact that the Battle of São Mamede, which is considered the seminal event for the foundation of the Kingdom of Portugal, was fought in the vicinity of the city. For some decades, Guimarães was the capital of the county of Portugal. However, shortly after the Battle of São Mamede, and due to the needs of the Reconquista, Coimbra became the kingdom's capital. The inhabitants of Guimarães are often called Vimaranenses and conquistadors, in relation with the historical heritage of the conquest. Initiated in Guimarães, along with Maribor, Slovenia, was the European Capital of Culture in 2012. History. The history of Guimarães is associated with the foundation and identity of the Portuguese nationality. Guimarães, as well as other settlements, precedes the foundation of Portugal, and because of its role in the foundation of the country it is known as the cradle of the Portuguese nationality. In 1128, major political and military events that would lead to the independence and the birth of a new nation took place in Guimarães. For this reason, in one of the old towers of the city's old wall it is written, Aqui nasce Portugal. Pre- and Proto-history. According to archaeological findings in Sitania of Britaros and Sabroso and Penhas archaeologic site, the area in which Guimarães is located has had permanent settlements since the late Chalcolithic period. There is also evidence of Roman occupation, and a stone dedicated to the Roman Emperor Trajan found in Caldas das Tipas suggests that this was already a spa town in Roman times. For the foundation of Guimarães to the foundation of Portugal following the Reconquista policy promoted by the Kingdom of Galicia in the 9th century. The medieval foundations of the actual city have roots in the 10th century. At this point, the Countess Mumadona Diaz erected a monastery in her property of Guimarães, which originated the fixation of people in the area known as Vila Baixa. At the same time, she ordered the construction of a castle on the hill area which became known as Vila Alta to defend the settlement. To connect these two other areas, the Rua de Santa Maria was built. The monastery became the Real Colegiada and throughout time acquired importance due to the privileges and donations given to it by nobles and kings, and it became a famous pilgrimage site. Henry, Count of Portugal, approved the first national foral possibly in 1096. The foral proved the growing importance of the village of Guimarães at the time, which was chosen as the capital of the county of Portugal. On the 24th of June 1128, the Batalha de São Mamede took place in Guimarães. Middle Ages. During the reign of King Denis, as the village was expanding, it was partially surrounded by a defensive wall. Meanwhile, mendicant orders settled in Guimarães and helped to mold the shape of the emerging city. Later, during the reign of John I, the wall was torn down and the two parts of the city were finally united, and the city began to expand outside its old walls, modern and contemporary. Until the 19th century, the structure of the city did not suffer many transformations besides the construction of a few more churches, convents and palaces. It was by the ending of the 19th century that new urbanistic ideas of hygiene and symmetry that the village, that was promoted to city by the Queen Maria II on the 23rd of June 1853, had its greatest changes. The complete demolition of the city walls was authorized and the creation of many streets and avenues could start at that point. The controlled process of urbanization permitted the conservation of the city's magnificent historical center. Geography. Geology. Granite rock formations occupy the majority of the municipality, but schist rocks can also be found in certain zones in the northwest of the municipality. On the southeast, clay can be found in stream bed of the Avenue, Vizela and Selo rivers. Orography and hydrography. The municipality is delimited at north by the Senhora da Monte, at northwest by the hills of Falpera, Samiro, Outero and Penedus, to the south by the Pena Hill, which with height of 613 meters, it is the highest point of the municipality. Guimarães is part of the drainage basin of Avenue River, which divides the municipality in half. The Avenue River has as tributaries the Vizela River, Tortu River, Febras River, and inside the city the Selo River, the Curos River and the Santa Luzia stream. Climate. Guimarães is located in a valley and surrounded by hills, and because there is some distance to the sea, the winter is normally cold and rainy and the summer is hot and lightly humid. The average annual temperature is 14 degrees Celsius. Fauna. There is not much diversity, especially in the urban areas, but the municipality has some species of synergetic interest such as the red fox, the wild boar, the turtle dove, the thrush, the pigeon and the red-legged partridge. In the green areas of the city, the most common species are rodents, especially squirrels. Parishes. Administratively, the municipality is divided into 48 civil parishes. Demographics. In 2001, the population of the municipality was 159,576. In 2010, it is estimated that the population will reach 188,178 inhabitants. The population is constituted by 78,436 males and 81,140 females. Guimarães is the 13th biggest city in the country in terms of population. Evolution of the population of the municipality of Guimarães. Evolution of the population in the city center. Culture. Guimarães is an average-sized city but with a booming cultural life. Besides its museums, monuments, cultural associations, art galleries and popular festivities, it has since September 2005 an important cultural space, the Vila Flor Cultural Center. This cultural center has 2 auditoria, exhibition center and a concert cafe. Guimarães was the European Capital of Culture in 2012, together with Maribor. Guimarães was elected by the New York Times one of the 41 places to go in 2011, and NYT called it one of the Iberian Peninsula's emerging cultural spots. Gastronomy. The fact that since its beginning, Guimarães had a feminine monastery made much influence over its regional gastronomy, especially its confectionery. Tortas de Guimarães and Tochinho de Ceacutu are a good example. Besides the customary Minho gastronomy, the so-called meat cake is made here, which is a kind of bread in a pizza shape served with pig, sardines or other toppings. Traditions and festivities. Festas Gualterianas, in honor of St. Walter, take place since 1906 in the first weekend of August. The Cortejo de Linho and the Batalha das Flores are part of the festivities, which are ended by the Marcha Gualteriana. Nicolinas are the festivities of the students of Guimarães, celebrated in honor of St. Nicholas. The festivities start on the 29th of November and finish the 7th of December. They are composed of different celebrations. The Panero is most widely attended. After a restaurant dinner, the participants parade the streets of Guimarães playing the Toques Nicolinos tune on drums. Latterly, it has been suggested that the Nicolinas should be a contender to be UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. The Santa Lucia festivities in honor of St. Lucy take place annually on the 13th of December, near to the chapel of Santa Lucia. The selling of traditional cakes made of rye and sugar, which are called sardau and passarinha. According to the tradition, a boy should offer a sardau, which has a phallic form, to the girl, and if the girl was interested in dating the boy, she should reply with a passarinha. The big romeria of São Torquato is one of the biggest romerias in Minho, takes place annually in July in the village of São Torquato. Museums, cultural spaces and art galleries. The city of Guimarães has several cultural spaces of reference to regional and national level. Among the several museums of the city, the Alberto Sampaio Museum is the one that stands out. Founded in 1928, it opened its doors to the public in 1931. It is located in the old site of the Canon, the Collegiate of Our Lady of Oliveira. It contains a rich collection of pieces from the 14th, 15th and 16th century, including one rare vest that was used by the King John I. The Martin Sarmiento Society is one of the country's oldest institutions dedicated to the study and preservation of archaeological artifacts. The Society owns two museums: the Archaeological Museum of the Martin Sarmiento Society, which is known by its prehistory and protohistory collections and also its numismatics and epigraphy collections, and the Castro Culture Museum, which is dedicated to the Castro culture. There is also the Primitive Modern Arts Museum, located in the Domus Municipalis, which contains a collection of naive art, the Museum of the Village of São Torquato, which is dedicated to the region and its relationship with the monastery and St. Torquato, the Agriculture Museum of Fermentos, which exhibits collections of the traditional agricultural practices of the region, and the Museum of São Sebastião, inaugurated on the 24th of March 1984, which contains mainly sacred art. Other cultural venues include Vila Flor Cultural Center is the main cultural venue in Guimarães. It was built in 2005, in a recovery of the old Vila Flor Palace and its surrounding area. It has two auditoriums, a concert cafe and an exhibition gallery. The surrounding gardens of the old palace were also redone and in 2006, received an honorable mention in the public exterior spaces category in the National Landscape Architecture Award. São Mamede, Guimarães Arts and Shows Center, Rasul Brand. Our municipal library has its headquarters in the city and also has branches in Pevedame, Caldas das Tipas and Ron. It offers its mobile library services to 42 parishes and services the city schools and prison. The art laboratory was founded in 2004 by ESAP students. It is a cultural space for exhibitions, performances, music and art workshops. Alfredo Pimenta National Archive, founded in 1931, contains the archives for municipality of Guimarães and also the Braga district. Sports. Guimarães has a major sports club, Vitória Sports Clube, whose football team has been the city's representative in the Primeira Liga for many years. Vitória SC also has basketball and volleyball squads competing in the top divisions of the sports society. In 2008, the city ranked second in the index of most livable city in Portugal. It is also the second least polluted city in the country. In 2004, 89% of the population had running water. It was forecast that the number would rise to 95% by 2006. In 2001, 63.5% of the population had basic sanitation. It was forecast that the number would rise to 80% by 2008. In 2001, 100% of the population had access to waste management services. However, several people complain that the city, together with other cities of the Braga district, has had an unaesthetic and unorganized growth. Social media. Newspapers. Guimarães ranks fourth in the country for available newspapers. The oldest was the Jornal Guimarães, founded in 1822. It possibly had its publication halted by the Vila Françada incidents. From 1856, other newspapers start to appear, amongst them a Tesoura de Guimarães. Actually, the city's newspapers are O Comércio de Guimarães, O Conegado, O Conquistador, Desportivo de Guimarães, Entrevilhas, O Expresso do Avenue, Jornal do Adepto, Lordelo Jornal, O Pilar, O Povo de Guimarães, Notícias de Guimarães, Reflexo o Espelho das Tipas. Sport Jornal dos Desportos. Radios. There are two stations headquartered in the town, Radio Fundicao and Radio Santiago. Television. The Guimarães TV transmission is made online since the 24th of July 2007. It is the result of a collaboration between the city's assembly and the Guimarães Cyber Center. Its contents are featured in the Região Norte TV channel, which is available through cable. The Canal Guimarães is another online channel that started operating in March 2010. It is the fruit of the effort put in by an arts association, the Associação de Socorros Mutuos Artístico Guimaranense, one of the oldest associations of the city. Economy. Guimarães is one of the most industrial municipalities in Portugal. Its primary industries are textiles, shoe industry and metallomechanics. Transport. Guimarães is linked to Porto by the Guimarães line. This railway line was originally built with narrow-gauge track, then modernized and rebuilt to the broad Iberian gauge in the first decade of the 21st century. The train service is operated by Comboios de Portugal. Locally, Guimarães is served by TUG, which operates 21 bus routes serving the city. International relations. Guimarães is twinned with notable people.